I'll share it with you by telling the story. When I was a young guy, and you guys all know I love soccer, my dad took our family to see a Cosmos game. It was one of those rare moments where my mom came and my sister came, which they couldn't care less, but they were excited about going to a Cosmos game in New York. And so there we were at this game. Now, the bad thing was that my dad got these tickets, but he couldn't get them all sitting together. And so most of my family sat together, and I and my brother had to go and sit somewhere totally different. In fact, I didn't know where they were sitting. They didn't know where I was sitting. And so now, come to find out later, I am sitting on one side of the stadium, and my mother and my sister and my father are sitting on another side of the stadium. So, like, this far apart. Now, if you've ever been to a stadium, you know how hard that is to imagine how far you are from each other. But my mom said she just kept looking, kept looking, kept looking. From the other bleachers, from the other side of the stadium, she looks and she spots me. And she tells my sister, "Hey, Rosanna, that's Sergio." And my sister goes, "No way. You can't see that far, Mom. Your eyes are bad. No, I'm telling you, that's Sergio." And then she starts yelling in the middle of the game, "Sergio, Sergio." And I'm sitting on the other side, and I'm like, I'm hearing something, but this can't be. It was so faint. And then I look over, and and there she was. Sergio. I think one of the greatest moments in her life was when I stood up and I went, "Mama." In Genesis 28, God promises Jacob these words: "No, I am with you, and I will watch over you no matter where you go. One day I will bring you back to this land, and I will not leave you until I have done all I have promised you." Do you believe that? Because I think that promise is not only for Jacob, I think it's for the Jacob that becomes Israel, that becomes us later on. That promise is for us. Know that I am with you, and I will watch over you no matter where you go, and I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. So when the movie's over of your life, what will the credits say? Who will have been the leading actors and supporting cast in your life? Will God be the director and executive producer of your motion picture? Knowing that your life is on display, will you commit with me today to live differently? Will you? One person in the back, yes? Do I hear two? I feel like an auctioneer now. This is what I mean. We've just gotten so used to it. It's like, yeah, you know what I mean. Come on. Will you commit to live differently with me? Yes. Thank you. I heard that one. Live intentionally for God. And know that you have the awesome privilege to honor and defend your Creator. Don't let the world, as the Apostle Paul says, I love the J.B. Phillips translation, don't let the world squeeze you into its mold. Be different. Be different.